So we've got a law enforcement agency in Australia. I guess we were presented with this sort of problem. There's a lot of day-to-day tasks that just fly through, and we really need to get this into one system so that we can start ticking and flicking tasks off. This is for our constables and our officers and sergeants, and we want to make sure that a constable gets their tasks for the day and that they can work through those tasks effectively instead of having to refer to sheets of paper or logbooks. The law enforcement agency knew that this was just going to remove an insane amount of manual handling, but also centralise and allow all those future reports. There's a reason why we have the device in the constable's hands that says, "Get me my task for the day," and that was underpinning the entire system. It's so that they can get on and do their job. And as soon as their eyes aren't on a sheet of paper or on a whiteboard scrubbing out or trying to ring someone and find out what they're supposed to be doing, they're doing their job. The Microsoft stack really is the tool of choice for me. It's the fact that they all work cohesively together. So probably the two primary ones that we brought out on day one was Power Apps, because of the ability to rapidly model a user interface, and also Azure SQL, just because of that sort of 20, 30 years of knowledge that we draw on to build a relational data model. We started prototyping immediately. We built a Power App and we showed the client in week 2 of the project. I got a phone call on my mobile. There's the product owner saying, "Unbelievable. I can't believe you've just, so professional, you're building for now, looking towards the future." And I think that's when you really start realizing that you're on the right track. That's when you get excited, and everyone had smiles on their face after that meeting. Part of the requirement said, we think we're going to have about 750,000 tasks a year. So in and of itself, it's not a huge amount of data. From the very start of this project, we're going to load our system up with 5 million tasks. That's going to really simulate underload and masses of old data sitting in there clogging up the system, and that we would be able to get some pretty good indications whilst we were developing the system on how it was going to perform 10 years down the line or whatever it might be. And everything that we did was about making sure that we built for the future whilst working on, I guess, the pilot of this system now. I think the biggest lesson learned for me is that prototyping during requirements works. All of these things come together and just deliver an unbelievable outcome.
Engineering a smarter future together.